Yo, what is up? We are back. Hold on. Let me make sure I am talking to the right people. Yeah, we are good. All right. Sometimes my thing doesn't like to remember which I'm talking to. Tries to go to a camera mic. Uh Finally, Nick Bosa signed. Woo! Finally. Holy moly, this day has come. Shout out. What up, Don? Spongy. Watch out. Bosa line. 5 years, $170 million, 22.5 guaranteed. And it comes out to 34 mil, shattering Donald's 31 mil a year. So that's it. What's your thoughts? Who knows what this will do to us in the future as far as all this money be allotted to one player? Um, Obviously think the app is going to erase things. Oh, Bryant, you want a link? Okay. All right. Lunch break. We got this. There you go. Yes. Oh, wow. He really won't get in here. Yeah. I am ecstatic. I might have to change predictions because my score prediction was no Nick Bosa. I also said he wasn't going to sign until next week. So this will be crazy. Excuse me. Bring it. Oh, we got him, though. We got him. We got him. 5 years. Lockdown, 5 years. I was expecting maybe about 4, but I could see why 5. It looks like he wanted to be a Niner. You know what I mean? And that 5 years, I think they justify. I'll wait till Brian gets in here to really talk about it. But I think they just at 34 million a year. We're locking him in for 5 years. So we're going to save money, not have to renegotiate a contract with him 3 years or 2 years, essentially. No, 3. So to me, I think that's probably the rationale is like his pay him right now what he's worth, but we'll get him for 5 years so we kind of get a deal because if he comes up in 3 years, we'll probably pay him like I don't know 45. The way things are going, not 45 million, maybe 40. And so they're just saying, hey, we're just pay it more rent for what we eventually have to pay anyways. What up, Bebop? Thank you, Jordan. What's your thoughts? You happy? You stoked? Does this needle? Are we winning? Are we in Sunday? I'd like to see Vegas moves right now. Also, is this would be the opposite of a blessing in disguise? Like, could just getting him on here and having him play week 1 end up causing him some harm and him not be able to, essentially work for that money? Bebop says he's fucking psyched. Want to make sure everybody understood what he was saying there. Fucking psyched. I am too. I know I'm not like jumping out of my pants because I kind of like I've been jumbling around trying to get this computer set up all good. So I kind of like calm down already. Shout out to Raj. Raj go 40 first takes for breaking the news. Really appreciate everything he does in the community. So make sure you go check him out. Don says hung up with the husband, saw the news. Yeah, Don, I get it. If I remember correctly, he's not a 49ers fan. So, like, you know, he has to take one for our team. You know, if he doesn't understand that well, he might have to go. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't understand that, we might not be able to work together. So, 125 guaranteed supposedly. I don't know. I don't know how accurate those numbers are, but I'm guessing they come from. I know Raj got some connections, and he has a little bit of knowledge and some things. So I'm gonna say he's probably really close. So the 122.5 million guaranteed, is that too much, or do you think? Or do you think that that's about right? Because to me, that's like, let's see, not good at math. That's over 2/3 of his contract guaranteed. So like probably 70% guaranteed. Maybe 7. No, not 75. Where's the Bryant? He wanted the lead. Yeah, I see you, Bryant. Uh, Number 97. What up, Willie? We got him. We got him. God, I wish I had a padding to the. I should have been. I didn't even have a thumbnail to put up. I don't even care. Hey, big Bosa time, baby. We got him. I am wondering if the 49ers will do. Oh, see, I was looking at their. I wonder if they'll do a. Let me turn this down just in case. A press release presser. Let's go back to their YouTube channel, because if they do, I can plug that. Should be able to plug in. They just released Kyle Shanahan preview in the week 1 versus the Steelers, which I'll have to go back and watch. But should be. I gotta figure out some way to get these notifications on the shizzle. Yeah. So he's $34 million a year. $34 million a year. That's $3 million more than Aaron Donald make. Does anybody see a problem with paying him almost Danny Dimes money? Well, not to say Danny Dimes is very, but not that I know of, but they like I said, Raj got a lot of homies, and I believe it when he says it, because he said some things at times that I didn't want to even came true. You know what I'm saying? And it was like he was breaking it to me nicely without telling me exactly what he knows. You know what I mean? So you should definitely make sure you always check it out, Raj, from our San Francisco 49ers. We used to do a show back in the day. He got a little busy. And we haven't been able, but I'm sure this season we should reconnect at some point in time. But that is good to bring up. And hey, even Do you believe anything when the 49ers announced it? They've announced players. They've announced players coming back any week now. Never did. For anybody that just jumped in, Nick Bosa signed 5-year, $170 million contract, 122.5 guaranteed, equals out about $4 million a year. So we got our guy. We're jacked. What up, Ethan? Yeah, Nathan says, let that ring now. Yeah, let's get that ring. It's time. It's time to get a ring. It's time to get that 6th trophy put up in the clay case next to the other 5 and start looking at numbers, because I'm sorry, I'm really not happy. We got most. And even then, I still want to, pad the stats, gap everybody else a little bit, like Jerry Rice with his receiving yards. Just gap them. Yeah. Put your dreams to getting this to bed, because ain't your time, ain't your decade. Man, so excited. Nathan, what do you think about the 122.5 guaranteed? Do you think with his injury history that could be another like D Ward type issue? They're paying him forever, give him guaranteed money. Got to structure it, push it down the year. Which we're lucky, because we're still paying for D4, but if he had gotten a job with somebody else, we would have had to pay all that up front. That might have changed what we were able to do at certain times, because it would all come due right then and there, I believe. Yeah. Well, with that, since Brian's not hopping on, yeah, David, can you believe it? Brian asked for the link, and then he ghosts me. He ghosts me. You know what? Maybe I should just call him. Wonder. Oh no, I have to do it. I was thinking we could just call him up. Yeah. I gotta figure out how to do that. Nathan says it's definitely a risk hurt our future, but where we're in win now mode, so we just got to get the 6th this year. Oh, here I was throwing Bryant under the bus.
Dude, I don't
What
know
up,
if you
Bryant?
can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my problem. I had to restart my phone and everything, man. Yeah, phone started pinging really fast and going hot, and I'm like, oh man, what happened to my phone? Next thing I know, nope, Twitter just exploded. We got a Bosa sign in.
Yes, we did, bro. I was sitting there. I can't remember. I was going through YouTube, watching some stuff. And then all of a sudden I get a notification from our San Francisco 49ers. And it can't remember what the words it was, but within, it was cut. The title was cut off, but there was enough words to let me know, pow, that happened. So I watched it twice, wrote down the info live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Raj for dropping the info. So make sure you go check out his video too. Be on his page.
Heck yeah.
Did you hear I'm guessing now. David Manner said that, be wary until the 49ers, come out and say it. But I think, I don't know, I feel Raj got the inside track. What do you feel about the 5 years? You like that?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. As long as he wants to be here, I want Bosa here. So if he wanted to retire a Niner, that'd be fine with me. What was it was 170 million for 5 years. So what does that break down per year?
170 5 million. Supposedly, I didn't do the math, but supposedly it's 34,
Okay,
which
so it is
makes
175 because
sense.
okay, because I seen
Let me
170, so I wasn't sure. But you said how much again per season?
34.
34? Okay. Okay. Wasn't too far off. I kept saying 35, 40 million. So yeah, with that $2 million, see, kickers matter.
Yeah,
You get rid of a kicker, and then guess what? You
34.
can sign a Bosa.
Hey, I remember saying that, I could see the Niners going to 34, but I don't see them going to 35. Not to say that they didn't try 35 or, I don't know, but hey, it came in at 34. So one thing I was saying was, what if 49ers said all right to the high pay just if they get them for 5 years, because after 3 years they're going to have to negotiate it. His 30 or whatever he's asking for now could be somewhere maybe 40 million by then. So I was thinking maybe that because they got the long term, they caved on the highest player and gave him some good money, so it wouldn't necessarily be outdone so quickly, but it would, last a couple years. I think it would last a couple years, and then
Yeah, I'm
they
just
save
super
money.
excited.
I
It's
think
like,
in overall in the long run.
just get them
Yeah,
signed. We'll worry about next year. Okay, let's go win a Super Bowl now, and we'll worry about everything else after the season ends. So, yeah, man, he might get to play a couple of snaps in Pittsburgh this weekend. So that's gonna be fun.
let's bring that up real quick. Do you think he just comes in on crucial third downs, or do you think he comes in on like all third downs? What do you feel
I
now
think it
that we
depends
have
on
an
the weather.
idea? Depends on what?
The weather. They say it might rain,
Okay. So you don't
so they
want him
might
out
be a
there in the
little bit
rain?
more weary with them. A little bit more careful with them since he had so much practice time.
Oh, like soft tissue type. There's even more scared of soft tissue in the rain.
I'm not sure if they're scared of it. They just might be a little bit more like cautious of them, So, get your body into 100%, practice, game shape, ready to go. Maybe throw them out there for a couple snaps. Um, Man, if they had like 60 snaps in the game on defense, I could see him maybe being out there for maybe 20, maybe. I don't see him being out there a whole
It's
lot.
it's not going to be good if it's going to be raining and they're going to be running down our throats. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We've had problems with this in the past. In fact, it was week 1 last year.
Groundhog's Day
Oh,
all over
but
again. So, wow.
right.
Dude, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to go get into another spot. If I can call back, I'll call back. But man, thanks for dropping the link. I did it in my best David Corona voice, and appreciate it. Man, I'm
Hey,
super
you want to
super
send
excited.
us a, you want to send us out with David Niner's quote when you're out?
Oh, all right. Well, how about let's just stay faithful, everybody. Remember, it's the Niners season, and you know, f the Rams, f all those teams. I don't do it as good as they do, but yeah, man, dude, just oh man, super excited. If I could just drop everything right now, I'd come in, but that's about all the time I can give you
No,
right
you're
now.
good,
So
man. If you could
hey.
drop everything right now, you go home, have a beer, and
All right, man. Hey, stay faithful, everybody. Let's go Niners. And I'm gonna leave you guys real quick. I'm gonna show
let's
you my
go.
my new my avatar for the day. Just stay patient and
Oh,
let's
there we
go.
go.
All right, guys.
We
Thanks,
out
Ryan.
here. Thank you, Bryant. Yeah, shout out to Bryant in the middle of his workday. Man, we got Nicholas Bosa just jacked. I wasn't even planning on going live right now. I was about to go get me some food. So, probably gonna end this. um, but yes, Holy shit, finally got off their fucking asses and made something happen. I just wish we could have had this happen at least 3-4 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. So something I was talking about, maybe I won't end it just yet. Something I talked about last night on the Bring the Heat podcast. In fact, that episode is on my channel. It's next week will be on Mariah 49er Faithfully podcast. And then the following week on Bashar's 49er Minded channel. But I was saying, notice how what they were hung up, the rumors of what they were hung up on was first is how much a year, and then it was guaranteed money. And I was last night, I was asking the question, I was like, wait a second, what if that is the rumors that we're hearing, what they're hung up about? What if that's just the phase of the process? So first you would work out the this is what we're going to figure out. What are you essentially going to be getting paid per year? We'll figure out how we're going to pay you later. And then, yeah, then they go guaranteed money next, I'm guessing. And then you start wrap loose ends after that. So what if what we were hearing was just the process? And if that's when this process took to get to here, why couldn't we have fucking done it 3-4 weeks ago? Hello? To me, not having your guy out there in at least a month of training camp or like 3 weeks training camp, at least 2 weeks of training camp, the risk for soft tissue injury, I swear, goes up. You're talking about how much you paying this guy? You're paying him so much it took you almost to the week of the game, day one, like he's supposed to be there right now getting install. Today's install day. So he's supposed to be getting install right now, and you finally got his contract. This and what did he get? He got everything you didn't want to pay for originally. So he ended up getting exactly what he wanted. All you did was keep this guy out of camp the whole time. Who was it? I'm sorry, I can't remember who I stream with regularly that says this, but we haven't had Nick Bosa out there to go against Colton Kivitz to get. Yeah, we did it. We did it. What up, Randy Daytona? We got him. Yeah, where was I? We didn't get Nick Bosa in camp leveling up our other guys that need help, need to learn, need to get put on the ass so they have some motivation to not get put on their ass again. To me, if anything happens as far as like injury wise early in the season with Nick Bosa, like you guys are fucking tempting fate over some bullshit, and it's like you were trying to nickel and dime them and you paid full fucking price. So what's the point in all the haggling if you're gonna pay full price? No, to me. Sorry, Don. I forgot. Sorry, Don. I don't know if the girl's around. Sometimes when I get mad, I get a little spirited. Yeah, 5 years, 170 million, 122.5 guaranteed. I think that's a 22.5 guaranteed. If I was Nick Bosa, you could pay me less per year and just be more guaranteed. 5 years. Let's say you pay me $150 million, right? But give me 150 guaranteed. I know you don't like it, but you're saving 20 mil, and I'm getting 28 mil more guaranteed. So to me, like I would pay a player less just to be guaranteed more because I walk away. Oh, she got a little boy hitting her. Oh, well, Dawn, you should get her into some Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So the next time that he hits, she can dislocate. Just maybe he thinks she's cute. I don't know how old she is, if they're doing that whole thing yet. This was, picking on the ones you think are cute. But yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is great for girls and their strength. Oh, Bryant, you booking your night? You booking your Bryant? He says we're going to the Super Bowl and we're winning it. Yeah, we're winning it. Holy. Um, there also, if you haven't done already, please make sure to like, stream, and subscribe. If you've straggled in, you're not a regular viewer of the channel. I much appreciate it. Yeah. So that's my thoughts. Is there anything like to me? Is there anything really that needed to take this long? She says, we have been talking about it. She's 8. Oh, this boy hits all the. Oh no, poor kid's probably got a really bad at home life and he's taking it on other kids. Yeah, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I had I was the varsity 200-pound wrestler at my and varsity 101er asked if he could put an arm bar on me. He put an arm bar on me. I had to tap. So like, technique can outdo strength with things like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So yeah, like she could make go night night. Like I don't know, some kids, she might be able to when he throws a punch at, she might be able to grab his arm and get him in an arm lock and take him to the ground, having him tap or he even hits the ground. I could see that happening if it's trained. Happy Nick Bo Day. Oh, it's Ted's birthday too. That's right. Shout out to Ted. Shout out to Ted. Happy birthday. Also, his son might be born today. I believe he's another son on the way. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it could be any day now. He was having some feelings like she was going in labor. I don't know what the medical term is. I can't remember. But yeah, she was having like some. I guess she didn't go into labor, so it was pre-labor contractions. WWE aren't going to help. It's not really. They work together to make those moves look correct, and as well as they do. That's what I'm saying. If you get her in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you'll actually somebody who can defend you. You need to at times when she gets older, because it's a joke. You can go watching. What was it? It was a video of some guy who's like a gym bro, and he walked into the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like class. It was like a room that was rented at a gym. And he was, da da da, talking crap like, "Oh, I could beat you guys up, but you aren't that tough." And he's like, "Well, if you don't think we're tough, well, how about you go against our children?" And she 8 times a day. It was just smacked him, tap 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 tap. Nothing you could do. Because if you have good technique, nobody can mess you in that type of sport or a situation. Really, it's handy handy stuff to know. Especially as a girl. I think at times ladies in a situation where if things go bad, they've got if they don't have the right tools in their arsenal, it could really end bad for them. And one of a tool to be in the arsenal is something like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because it can help you get away, but it can also help you take charge of the situation when it gets too close and you can't get away. And that's what you really need, is to know what can happen when it gets too close for comfort and you're actually like physically engaged, and to be able to be confident in what's going on while it's happening is even more even a plus, I would say, because it's essentially you've got training in that situation. This guy might have never tried to grab a lady out of nowhere before, but this lady has trained countless hours with men, grappling and rolling around doing Brazilians. So he's in an environment where he doesn't know that he's a foreign. Yeah. And I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is better than like a karate or a judo's nice too. Get me wrong, judo's nice too, but the stuff to learn in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is be more important. Like if she wants to learn how to be like a MMA fighter after she learns the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if she learns like judo and like kickboxing, that's an MMA person right there. She could do everything there. She could work on the ground, she could pop people many different ways, and then she can use all four limbs as striking implements. You know what I mean? So that's how you could train, kind of hit all those things. Judo's awesome. Oh, we got David Corona in the chat.
Yo,
yo, what's up, David Corona? There we go.
What's up, man?
Sir. Oh, turn it to the side. Oh, you got to turn your thing off?
I am. No.
There we go. Appreciate it. Bro.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
I feel happy now. I feel ready. Get that money the first game.
So you know how much he's getting paid, right? Do you know all the specifics?
34 million.
Yeah. 122 guaranteed, 122.5. Do you really think it was worth wasting all this time over giving him that?
They should have signed him long time ago.
That's the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It makes no sense.
Yeah. It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. Had to take today to sign him, and they should have signed him the day like last week or 2 weeks ago, so he could be practicing with the team, so he could be ready.
Yeah.
Pterodome
says we in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Shout out Pterodome.
Yeah, I got $70 on the first game.
Oh, you got 70. Well, now like yes. I wonder what Vegas odds are gonna do now. Shout out to Mariah 49er Faithfully podcast. I was just talking about our show earlier. I was talking about what I said.
You get my tattoo
about. Oh, I don't know. It's probably on the phone that's behind the laptop right now. I'm just like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I texted you.
I immediately went live. Yeah, I was telling him about what I was thinking yesterday.
I thought you were.
Thought it was what?
Now, like they should have done this a long time ago, and like I don't know what was the hold up. They should have signed him a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not the money that we're looking at is not too far over what we were initially expecting. Because we were thinking, okay, the 49ers want to pay around 31, right? Okay. So why did we go this far to just give in to exactly, I'm guessing, what they were looking for in the first place? They might have asked for more, but this is what they were looking for. Like, they beat Aaron Donald by like $3 million a year, give or take. And you get 122.5 guaranteed. That's just money in the bank for him. He's set. And that
Yeah,
guy
he's
is going to
set.
invest all that money. And yeah, he's set. He's just going to invest it and not have to worry about anything ever again. And
Now let's see what Chris Jones asking for with the Kansas City Chiefs. These Nets.
Yeah, but see, Chris Jones, he's not going to get no $34 million a year.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. How much do you think he's gonna get?
Chris Jones?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't
say
been around the Chris Jones talk yet. Huh?
Yeah. He probably is gonna get probably like maybe 30, 31, maybe.
Oh.
Behind Nick Bosa, because he has the same age as Nick Bosa. So let's see.
I don't know. Do you really think Chris Jones is worth 31 million?
He been saving the Chiefs on those games.
Yeah, but
in the big games.
No, I got that, but like, where is Chris Jones better than Aaron Donald?
I don't know. That one's hard. I know he's not better than Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is way better.
So also, like, Aaron Donald was locked into this was paid this money years ago. So what do you think Aaron Donald would be worth now if he had the same, like, if he was the same player then as he is, what would he garner now? If he was that much of a beast back then as he was then, do you think he would be worth $35 million?
Man, he's a beast every year. You know what I mean? But he can't get sacks against us because we hold him back.
Well, we run the ball directly at him, and he's always trying to come up the field and go after the quarterback because he thinks he's going to get him, and the ball's already handed off, and he's standing around looking at where things go. Yeah,
exactly. Yep, I agree.
Do it every year.
Yep.
Okay, team captains: Trent Williams, George Kittle, Eric Armstead, Deebo Samuel, Fred Warner, Brock Purdy. I can't say that that's not the team there. It's just we got so many guys who could be captains, essentially. You know, like we just signed one today. You know what I mean? Like we just signed one today.
Yeah.
And we got guys. Like Christian McCaffrey.
Oh yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. You know what I mean? Like there's guys. We've got a lot of guys that could be captains. And I have a feeling Christian McCaffrey will be a captain.
Me too.
I just don't know who I take off this list. You know?
I'll take off Brock Purdy.
You know, you would think that, but you're talking about he's the quarterback. It's not like he's a timid quarterback, so he does run things in there. I'm sure Trent Williams, George Kittle themselves, the CMC probably, you know, I'm sure they would vote for Brock as captain. So I wouldn't take Brock off this list necessarily. I'm just saying, like, this is the problem we have. We got so many guys. We could have 10 captains and it would all make sense. And then You probably could find another guy you could probably swap out with one of them, and you'd be like, you know, we got guys.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know who makes captain's list this year. It's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. Look, I know, you know, look at Javon Hargrave. Like, he's not coming in and doing like, oh, I run this shit now, but if he plays well he could be a captain next year, depending on how he, you know, does things. You know what I mean? How he not only, you know, his play on the field, but how he gets guys ready to go. Because sometimes, you know, you can have somebody on your team who gets you all psyched up and in the right mindset. You know, sometimes some people, they need to listen to their music in the corner. Some people just need to like sit in a dark space. Other people need to bang their head into stuff. You know, it's all different. So you never know. He could be half the team's like inspirational person. You know, you never know. We got a lot of guys. We got a lot of guys who are winners.
I agree. I agree.
What up, Rob D? Thank you for stopping by and hitting the like. Appreciate you.
So that means Nick Bosa is gonna be practicing with the team soon.
Oh, I suggest as of tomorrow, or at least he'll be in there tomorrow signing the papers. Hold up, I don't even know if it's totally 100% official yet. Let's is it yet? I've been on Twitter since I started things, so
they said it was official.
Who did? The 49ers?
No, I just got something with the NFL thing, and they said it was official. Nick Bosa signed his deal.
Let's see. Okay, yep, it's official as far as Tom Pelissero and all that. Yep. Let's see. Let's see. 46. Oh, we got Terradome house. What up, Terradome?
What's up, my peoples? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Great day, September 6, 2023, 16:45.
I feel better now.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much better. Very much better. I feel a little bit more confidence. I got a little bit more swagger. My chest is a little bigger, you know. I feel good going to the great city of Pittsburgh, city of champions, and y'all gonna see some champions Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I hope so. What's your thoughts about the contract, the size, the length?
Adequate. I've done a couple of shows on Terradome in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I talked about the market value of Nicholas John Bosa, what his brother got, what's the highest paid defensive player, what we're looking at, and we were thinking right in line with what we have here. 122 million, 122.5 guaranteed, 170. He should be right around 30 with incentives and everything. What, 34-ish a year, somewhere around there?
Yeah, 34.
Yeah. Well, okay. 170 divided by 5 is 34. So I'm guessing it's probably not exactly true, because like Ian Rappaport himself has came out and said we just kind of guess these things because of certain other things. So we don't know exactly. We just know that they was signed, you know what I mean? And they just kind of guess these numbers. So these numbers will change. I'm totally like 100% guaranteeing people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's gonna, depends on how word. And
It's
I'm
all
sure
about
there's probably a year where
the
he never
guaranteed money
gets
you know.
paid. Yeah. That was the one thing for me. I was saying, the Niners probably would pay up to 34 mil. I didn't see them going 35, but I can't judge what they're willing to do on guaranteed number. You know what I mean? Because there's right now I would say is in a shift in how guaranteed money gets paid out with certain players and whatnot, with how you've seen Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson, and then you got running backs who are now worried about the guaranteed part of the contract.
Yeah.
So I don't know where to judge the, you know what I mean? The percentage that you're going to give somebody a guaranteed.
All you can look at is the guaranteed money and run from there. They're going to play fiddle faddle and connect four and everything with the capology. They're going to move stuff around. They're going to ask you to renegotiate. They're going to ask this and that. You just look at the guaranteed money, man. That's all you can really. Everything else is eyewash. It is a Kyle Shanahan pre-snap read.
Were you surprised at all by the 5-year contract? Did you think Nick Bosa wanted to go for more of a 3-year, maybe a 4?
I was thinking 4. I thought that was a sticking point. It had been reported maybe a couple of weeks ago that they were, negotiate between the 4 and the 5, the 4 and the 5. And I could see why he wanted the 4, because you want another bite of that apple right as you're turning 30, right in your prime. So I could understand that. He's 26 in some days, I think, or 20, somewhere around there. So you want to get your stuff done to take a second bite of the apple right at 30, because it's just like a car. Everybody as a commodity, they think 30 years old. Oh my God, you don't mess with him. But Nick takes really, really good care of himself, and I think he's going to give you maximum effort, and he can push it out at 30. I think he's cool.
Yeah, he said he only
James,
wanted a
shout
4
out
deal, but
James.
he said he wanted a 4-year deal, but he got 1 more year added, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's probably how they came to the 34 mil. I'm sure the 49ers were under that, maybe 32, 33-ish. And they were like, look, we'll give you 34, but we make it a 5-year. That's the deal. You want to get paid that, we want it for 5 years. I'm guessing that might have been the give and go, because I was thinking it might be a 4, just to kind of get them to say yes to whatever they had on the table. Like, hey, you'll get out quicker.
Go ahead, Dan.
All right, no problem.
Yeah,
so
I heard his phone.
to
Somebody was calling him.
You sure it wasn't a
you can
massager?
Hear, ooh.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I didn't know if they were going to try and float that 4 to try and make them say yes to less money, because then you get to go back and ask for more. So I had no idea. I also, because like we were heard, I'd say 7 days ago that they were off on the yearly amount. And then a couple days ago, they started saying, well, it's the guaranteed money that they're hung up. And I started thinking, maybe that's just the time. That's the timestamp of what they're working on now, real time in the contract. You know what I mean? Like they nailed down first was what you're always going to do. Nail down first is the yearly money, right? It's just the best way to start talking about things. The years and the yearly money. And after that, you go to the guaranteed money, and then you start working all them BS little clauses that somebody wants, like an office for you and your staff in the
But
did you hear
blue
about
M&M? Yeah.
Did you hear about the blue M&Ms, Puff Daddy? Did you hear about Sean Payton talking about Russell Wilson?
Yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, he needs to be more quarterback and stop kissing babies and being a politician out here. And Russ is Russ, Richmond, Virginia guy, man. He, a real devout Christian man. He really ingratiates himself to trying to be, I don't want to say trying to be like, but I think it's something in his spirit that wants to be philanthropic and more of a a-hole kind of guy. He really that's really his essence. And if you're waiting for Russ to bust out and start wearing a do-rag, hanging with a Newport hanging out his mouth and being hard and just being Hollywood on you, he really ain't that kind of guy. That's really, you're gonna get him way out of his element. He's just not that guy. We have those in Richmond,
but Newports are good,
and I know a lot of them, and I probably was one of them at one time. But that really ain't the kid. He's gonna give you what he got, and that's what it is. I heard some other shows
for a very long time.
Hey, man. Hey, we've all been there, brother. Hey, I love a fresh pack of Newport.
But never,
especially when you break it out and you
not the Newport Kings, though. Not the Newport Kings. You can have them.
Hey.
You can keep the Newport Kings.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only place you can get good commentary on a Newport cigarette while reporting about Nicholas John Bosa.
Newport Wednesdays, brought to you by No Border Sports.
Brought to you by No Border Sports. Get you a fresh pack of Newport. And my man Conley, when I used to work a long time ago, used to smoke Newport Lights. He said, because those Newports will kill you. Like, any cigarette will kill you, Conley. No, I don't smoke them.
Because the little holes in the filter gonna do something to the cancer.
See, that gonna stop it. See? That's the corona, man.
Get out the side. It's gonna get out the side. It won't go up your nose or anything. It'll just go out the side and it'll be safe.
See, y'all smoking it raw, see.
And here I was at times, like pulling the filter out, ripping the filter part in half, ripping the filter in half, folding it in half, lighting the end on fire so we get a little more pep in this step.
Man, you smoking a Pall Mall. You smoking that hard stuff when a Lucky Strike, ladies and gentlemen. Lucky Strike. That up.
Look, smoking is bad, but I remember the first time I ever had a Lucky Strike. I was like, how'd they get honey into the cigarette? It's like smoking honey and oats. You know what I mean? Like
Lucky Strikes.
Smoking is bad.
Pall Mall,
smoking
Camel. Is bad. Smoking is bad, ladies and gentlemen. If and you see me with my vape, I fight that smoke demon. I actually got intellectual about 5, maybe my wife will tell you 6 years ago. I got a pipe. I found some mahogany. Sure, it smells so good. The Principal Bob Slate, who used to suspend me for years, he was a big time golfer, and he used to have the best smelling office when I had to go there so many times. Yeah. And he smoked the pipe, and I just wanted to be, I was writing a book and doing sermons and stuff like that. I said, I'm gonna try a pipe, and it was.
Have you ever?
It's hard on the palate of your mouth.
Have you ever had a hookah with like shisha in there?
I have not. I've never hookah.
Terradome, you got to. Oh my God. Oh, it's so much fun. Hold on, I gotta bring Bryant back in.
Come on, Bryant. So there go my main man, Bryant Cole. What's up, man?
Oops. Sorry, they weren't supposed to be laughing at you. They were supposed to be clapping at you again.
I don't know if that's better than Corey or not, but I definitely like coming back. I should just go back out and come back in. Damn.
I got another one for you, man. I got plenty for you, man.
No,
pause. You my guy.
But guys, we got Bosa. Let's go.
It, bro. Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go. You got all the sound effects. Yes. Let me hit one.
You got him.
I got some applause.
I got a drum roll. Note to self, I got to get a drum roll today. Brian was like, hit the drum roll the other day. I was like, oh, I don't have one. And that should be something I have.
Man, everybody's freaking out. Everybody for the last couple of days. And now it's like, nobody's upset anymore. Everybody's in a good mood.
Hey man, I was too. It was getting nut crunch time, and I did my show yesterday, and I said, man, is it time to hit the pay Nick button? I was a little worried, but we came in
James
there.
asked if he had put pen to paper yet. I don't know. Oh, Brian,
Yes.
loud.
Oh, sorry. I'll
I
mute.
don't know. I don't know if they've signed it yet, but they've come to a deal. I'm guessing he will be flying to Santa Clara tomorrow or this evening, something like that, to be there tomorrow to sign. And I'm guessing get ready. I don't think he's practicing tomorrow. He might go to practice tomorrow, but I think tomorrow will be just a signing, photo op, and then I guess get your install like should have happened today. Maybe that's the most you get.
I seen a clip with him talking to the media. I thought I was looking for it again, but I think TED Talks had him live talking to media, and it looked like it was in the locker room. And I could be mistaken, but it looked like he was already there. Either way, once Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport and the national media reports it, man, it's done. We're good. We're grand.
Yeah. Like it kind of solved a lot of problems because our last problem was getting him signed. Like,
yes, sir.
Like the whole Trey Lance situation it's not like it was something in the way of us starting our season.
No.
That's something that could come to bite us later, or that we can see was a total mistake later. You know what I mean? And we can cross that bridge then. But like Bosa is like a roadblock right now, right in the middle of everything.
That is everything, brother, because we got to face those Pittsburgh Steelers with some really good players. I like Najee Harris. I like Pickens on their team. It's some good ball players on there. And Mike Tomlin from the great state of Virginia is going to have them ready to play. And they're really, really good on opening day. And they're at home. And we need all hands on deck. We need the starters in the game. We need San Francisco 49er football. We need, I'm planning on a bit of a slog here in the early quarters 1, 2, and 3, and then we got to show who we truly are. We got to get down and get it, and I think we're gonna extend the lead right in the middle of the fourth. We're gonna show how deep we are. We're gonna show how many the diversity of weapons and the dichotomy of the play designs of Kyle Shanahan, and we got to make stops, pivotal stops on defense. And Nicholas John Bosa is definitely a cog in that wheel. He is a catalyst to the engine.
Congratulations, James. He got his wife pregnant again. So they've got another child on the way.
Hey, congratulations, man. James Durnall. I hope I'm saying that right. Durnall. Man, congratulations to you both, man. That is awesome.
Married men can still get laid. See?
Married
it's
men.
Proof.
Yes. It made me hard as my wife walks in. Hey, baby. We just signed Nicholas. My man just got his wife pregnant, so you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
Man, that's
you guys gonna be baking a little later.
Hey,
get a couple little beverages. Yeah, Nick Bosa signed. Let's get in the oven and make it.
It's September 6th is a good day. Let's see what we can do.
Who told you could walk around here looking that good?
Man, like General Foods International, you gotta celebrate the moments of your life here.
Yeah. But yeah, congratulations to James. It's so awesome. Kids are awesome. They
Yeah,
are
man.
our future. That's what Whitney Houston told me when I was a child. I was like, she gets it. Future. I thought she was cool. Her and Martin Luther King. I was like, these guys are just cool people. Because Martin Luther King wanted to make sure I get to play with all the kids. All the kids. It didn't matter what kind of kid they were. I got to play with all the kids. And I thought that was
your character, just the content of your character. The content of your character. It's a beautiful
but for me, I was like, who would think that not being able to play with all the kids was a good idea? Like as growing up, I was like, doesn't sound fun. Because like I don't like to play with all the kids, but not being able to play with some kids because of what? No. Because some of them be fun to play with. You know what I mean? The other ones maybe not so much, but didn't make sense.
It rounds you. It rounds you. It I need to know, how you view things. I need to know you bring something different to the table than everybody else that I've ever been around. I need to know, oh, y'all got a pantry. All right, that's different. It's cultural.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why the military is so good. Because you get thrown in together with everybody from around the world. Around the country, sorry.
And that's why I'm probably the way I am. Football or team sports and the military. It's straight meritocracy, and you have to all come together for a common goal. And working in the federal government as well. Hey, we do our little thing
Bye,
as
Dawn.
well, man. Dawn,
take it easy,
you gotta hear Dawn. Dawn is so sweet, man. She always hits me up, and man, God bless you, Dawn. I'm crazy about you, babe.
James says, hopefully this child will watch the games with him. Yeah.
Good luck.
I got my daughter watching.
I don't know the sex yet, but yeah, man. It's cool when the kids watch.
This is a funny story.
They don't.
So my ex and I broke up, and I had my daughter for the week, right? And I'm like 49ers are on. So like, eighth, you're going to learn about 49ers. So we're watching 49ers. And every time, we did something good, I was like, yeah, 49ers, right? We were doing fives.
Yeah.
Well, I think she thought that high fives were go Niners. So every time she went home and she was like, go Niners to people. Right. So they squashed that real quick. I was like, I wasn't trying to make that happen. I thought that was cute, but now you changed it, huh? Okay.
Hey, man.
Right.
You got to plant those seeds early and let them germinate, and it'll come back.
I let them know faithful was the term for the 49ers band. So she's just living out her name here, people.
Her name's Faith. My daughter's middle name is Faith. Kennedy. Yeah. That's dope.
No, yeah. First name.
Hey, you guys, I'm just super excited
so
for
like,
what's up, Brian? What's up,
the
Brian?
first thing. It's like I'm just really excited. First, Jake Moody gets to keep his jersey number, so I'm not losing any money. And then we signed Nick Bosa, so I'm not losing any sleep anymore. So now I think I'm going to go and get me a beer and a lottery ticket. I think it's going to be the day. I don't know what else to say.
You, Brian, you and Tony, man, y'all could fall in bull crap in horse manure, and it would be worth 20 or 30 million dollars. You just one of them lucky dudes, man. I got an Elder Allen. He just lucks up. Some people just luck up on deals. And Elder Allen was a man. I was walking around, brother, and this man was giving his Corvette away for about $15,000, and I happen to have $15,000 on. It's some people that just lucky. It's some people that just favor follows them. And Brian Cobb, you that dude, man. I gotta concede. If you hit it. If you hit a shot, it's going in. You just do it. Just play. My wife is
to
I
the show.
definitely
We've got Anshul from the Shaw Show.
What's up?
Yo, what's up, Brian?
What up,
what's up, man? What's up? Good to see you. I can't quite see you, but you're here. Your presence is welcomed.
Yeah, I
Okay.
unfortunately got the COVID, so
Oh, I
Oh
heard it's making
no.
a comeback.
Oh damn, that
Yeah.
sucks.
It's like the
yeah.
Rolling Stones. It's making a comeback. You doing all right
I
though? You taking
bro.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
Are you
it's
out of here,
just
Bryant?
minor, so not too bad.
Hey, get an infusion, man. I first pray first, seek ye the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, these things will be added unto you. And I'm praying for you, my brother. But added to that, an infusion, it's like this IV you can get, and it'll rejuvenate it hits, I think it's got 12 or 13 like B vitamins and all types of stuff in it, man. And
Mhm.
it'll cycle things through a little bit. You'll have to pee afterwards. I think it overloads your system a little bit with all. It's like Gatorade on steroids, and it helps a little bit, man. So, we're praying for you, my brother.
Appreciate that.
I took a lot of niacin trying to get in the Marine Corps.
Niacin makes
Yeah.
me itch. Does it make you itch?
Oh, if you take enough of it, you turn into a lobster from the inside out.
Man, it lit me up.
My body was
man,
on fire.
Yeah.
I took
Yeah,
65 1500 milligram tablets in like
oh
a day and a half.
Lord, I don't know how you made it. You must have felt like fire ants were biting you.
Yes. No, they were living inside me.
Yeah, man. That
On my smoke
niacin.
break, I would run into the freezer.
Hey, niacin
Brian's
lights
out.
you up, man. Y'all, hey, take niacin.
And then I
take a
failed my
half
UA.
a pill.
Then I failed my
No.
UA. Yeah. Oh, probably for the best. I might not be here. I was going active infantry in the Marines. I got my you didn't pass the UA letter like a month after the towers were down.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I'm watching the towers go down like, well, I'm going to war.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
It suddenly got. I was in the reserve. I was like, oh, this suddenly got serious.
I was
I
was trying to be a landing beach coordinator, and they were like, you can't with your vision. I was like, because I wanted to so I was going into the Navy originally, and because they were like $20,000 signing bonus. I was like, yeah, $20,000 signing bonus. And they were like, nuclear program. I was like, cool. And then I talked to the Marine recruiter, and my grandpa was a Marine, right? So I and I have uncles who are Marines. My dad was in the Air Force. My other uncle was in the Air Force. So I know about the services and what, kind of what they do.
Yeah.
And the Marine, I said, what do you guys do for signing bonuses? And he's like, we don't really do that. And I was like, why? And he's like, well, do you want to be in a foxhole with someone who's here for the signing bonus or someone who's here because they want to be? I was like, oh, good point. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this whole military thing, why am I going to be stuck in a submarine? I'd rather die on some earth than be imploded at the bottom of the ocean. You know what I mean? I might go out quicker under the ocean, but I also might not. And I was like, I'd rather just, be a Marine. So I was like, what cool shit can I do? Because if I'm going to be a Marine, let me jump out some airplanes. Let me do something. And he's like, well, we could do landing beach coordinator. You might be hooked to a bottom of a helicopter, and they fly you in, and you just so I'd be dangling underneath the thing, and then they just pull you up on beach and you unhook. And I was like, down. But then they're like, your vision. I was like, dang. So yeah.
Yeah, man. My wife's Navy, and she was what were you on, baby? Sub tender. And I'm all Army, man. 4th generation. We go all the way back to World War One. And my grandpa was World War II, dad's Vietnam, uncle's Vietnam, and here I go, And that was
what
after
did you do in the Army during World War II, your grandpa?
Grandpa, they were confined to a quartermaster. So it was supply, cooks, and primarily logistics back in World War II.
Well, they were also the red dot what do they call it? The red dot. They ran all the trucks.
The red tails.
The
Oh well.
Well, no,
They
it was like all the supplies would come in on trucks that had like a red dot on the side or
Yeah.
something like that, and they were
Yeah.
like constantly like
and that fell
Yeah.
that fell under quartermaster, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know that's what they had. Also, our daughter is going to be in a Tyler Perry movie about the 886. Am I saying that right? 886 I got it, a little dyslexia here, but it is about black females who were in World War II, and they did the mail, which was very, very important for morale as well as messages and things of that nature. There's a whole whole display, a whole honoring, coordinated thing in Fort Leavenworth for the 6888, and Tyler Perry is going to be coming out with a movie in, I think, post production is at the end of this year, this month.
Oh, wow.
This month. So she's gonna be in it. And you know, Rachel really won't doing no military. It's amazing to see her march. So we will see. She's a fashionista model, but she's gonna be in the 6888. And there were some really squared away, incredible. It's gonna be for the military, it's gonna be kind of like Hidden Figures for NASA. If you remember Taraji P. Henson, and it was a Kevin Costner movie about these females that helped in Hampton, Virginia, get our folks to the moon. They were incredible analysts
Oh,
and
yeah.
mathematical wizards.
Well, the one lady, I never saw the movie, but I know what you're talking about because I think it was
Hidden
Buzz.
Oh man,
Aldrin.
everybody go and
Buzz
see
Aldrin.
Hidden Figures. Go see it. But
Buzz Aldrin wouldn't trust the computer unless the lady went over the math.
yes,
He was like, nope, I trust her. And it was a black lady. We're in the middle of civil rights, and people are arguing about where people could drink. And there's a black lady who's making sure our white astronauts get back home safely.
Yes, they were
You
some
know?
really squared away mathematicians, man. They were really, really bright. They were smarter than I'll ever be. And it took place down in my home state of Hampton, Virginia. Hidden Figures, y'all check out Hidden Figures. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie.
Most definitely. So, Shaw, let me get back to you, sir. I know you're not feeling so well. So let me ask you, the five years on the contract, were you surprised by that at all? Were you expecting there to be, I know Terradome thought it'd be more around 4. Were you expecting him to be holding out for like a 3 so he could get that bag again? Or do you think this 5-year isn't that surprising?
Honestly, like from Nick Bosa's side, it's a little bit surprising because I thought maybe that's what, was holding up so long. Maybe the Niners obviously wanted 5, it seems like, and then maybe Nick Bosa wanted 4 or 3. So that's why that's what I thought was happening with the holdout. But from the Niners side of it, I'm not surprised because typically that's what the Niners have done with their star players, except for Deebo Samuel. Fred Warner, 5-year deal, I believe. Trent Williams is a 6-year deal, but then George Kittle, 5-year deal too. So in terms of that wasn't super surprising.
Yeah. Well, I understand it's a 49ers kind of way of doing things, but Deebo got a 4-year contract. Now, was that the 49ers plan or was that Deebo's plan? So that's why it's like, I know what the 49ers are trying to do. They're trying to lock you in and give you good money now, but it won't be the good money later on. And they're going to keep you the full 5 years to get the most out of it. Because like I was saying, maybe they do like 32 at a 3-year contract. Like we'll beat Aaron Donald's money, but we're not going to go over because we're just going to have to pay you more later. So we'll pay you less than we will if we'll get you for 5 years, because we're going to save money by not having to renegotiate your contract again and pay you more per year. It saves us 2 years essentially at the next rate that you would be at renegotiation. So to me, I see kind of that's probably what they laid out on the table. Like, we'll give you 32 for 3. We'll give you 33 for 4, or you can have 34 for 5. And Shaw, how do you think they figured out the percentage of guaranteed?
Let's see. So it was, how much was the guaranteed again? Okay, 122.
122.5 supposedly.
Yeah. I mean, that's maybe something where I thought it'd be higher, but that could have just been a thing where finally one of the sides budged, because I know with the Bosas, like, they're gonna obviously want to get their money. Like, that's just what the Bosas do. They don't like taking these, kind of cuts and loops. So I'm surprised a little bit with, I'd say, the guaranteed money, because I thought it might be actually higher.
See, I like I was saying, I'll take more guaranteed money and less yearly, just because I know it's going to be in my pocket. So, I could see that, but at that point, like, I don't know. I guess it's just I don't know what took so long to get where essentially we were thinking it was going to be anyways.
Well,
Like,
Albert Soto just brought up a point. This Bosa signing puts Dallas and Kansas City in a tough position.
Oh yeah,
because it's not essential. It's sequential when you're signing your defensive pass rusher. And awesome point, Albert. It now makes Dallas go back and pony up and say, hey, Micah Parsons is looking, and his agent is looking and saying, hey, he just got that. Now we got to do this. And Chris Jones is looking and say, hey, he got that. Now we got to do this. And now you put pressure on other teams who can't really pull it off. They can't really pull it off because they got Dak Prescott, who signed for an unprecedented amount, and you've got Patrick Mahomes, the best in the league, but you're commanding a great percentage of that salary cap. It puts them in a precarious position. That's an awesome point, Albert. Awesome point.
Stretching them too far at the seams. It's like the movie Alexander, when he pulls his troops out to the side and they have to get the line and spread the line out so he doesn't get around it. And the moment the line tears open in the middle, he hangs a hard left and goes right through, cuts through the line and goes straight for the commander. Yeah. So it's just this is making them have to give up other weapons just to keep another weapon. Yeah. Dilemmas.
And that's a them problem, not ours. And both of those teams, KC and Dallas, are very pointed rivals for us. I wish we just could put more on Philly, more stress on them too.
Well, this will put stress on Philly in certain ways. They're going to have to pay a defensive end at some point in time. Also, like, Dallas doesn't have to pay Parsons yet. So the more time from this, the more over 34 they might have to pay.
Yeah. And that's
mean, with the whole market, because they have still a few years, the market's obviously going to reset, and they'll, whatever these next few guys like Chris Jones, end up getting, like, obviously there's also going to be some other defensive guys, but everybody just continuously resets the market.
Yeah.
I could see Chris Jones getting like 32 now, just like beat Aaron Donald, but not beat Bosa.
Yeah, because didn't he come out and say that he also isn't expecting to become the highest paid, Chris Jones?
We heard that from Bosa, and look at this.
That's true.
How many million higher than the highest paid? Like, we're millions above it.
Yeah, man. Those agents just know one way to go, and it's only up. It's not down. Yeah. They're not going to sell their client short, and it puts a stress on Kansas City. They're going to have to make some real business decisions, and they're going to
and he has the same agent of Nick Bosa.
Oh my, does he?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, this is what David has said. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
you remember Sopranos when the bill came and Paulie Walnuts was talking to Joey and he said, "Oh, look at that bill. You're gonna have to pay that." Oh man, wouldn't want to be that.
Yeah.
Kansas City,
How
And
much? How
just
much
think
you
about
think?
you're on the
this.
clock.
He's been, obviously he plays hardball. He's going for the gusto. Well, he just won one of the two biggest deals of the offseason right now, right? So
There you
do you
go.
think he's backing down on the second one? He's feeling himself too much. I
Yeah.
can't lose this. I just want another. I want an even
And
tougher one
a
already. You
Super
can't
Bowl
mess with me. You better pay
champion.
that
You
man.
better give me. You better pay the man.
You better
Yeah,
pay the
he already
man.
got rings too. Oh my.
How much? How
Yeah.
much you think that Brian Ayuk is gonna get next year?
I don't know. I don't know if he'll.
They might.
I don't.
A
There's
lot's
also
depending on
Justin
think
this year.
Jefferson
he's going to
too.
sign with us.
A
I don't
lot's
think
depending on
Ayuk
this
signs
year.
with
If
us.
he balls out, if he really balls out, he can expect a great deal. But it's gonna come to some business decisions for Brian Ayuk because they might go as far as to Brandon Ayuk. Am I saying it right? Brandon Ayuk. It might go as far
Brian
as
Ayuk.
What up,
they
Blake?
might franchise him.
Oh
They could.
yeah,
They
yeah, they
could.
could.
I don't know if they would do that though, because the Niners just the last time they did that was I think Robbie Gold, and then I mean they're gonna have to probably spend quite a lot of money, especially if Ayuk, which I think he's gonna have another great year, and you have other
And
guys like
and and and,
Jefferson.
and, Je- and, and Jenny's gone.
Yeah, I think Ronnie Bell's taking that spot up.
Yep, yep.
And look out, Juice.
What I
Juice.
see though is
You got Coletto coming.
eh,
So
Brandon
Oh
Ayuk.
yeah,
Brandon
yep.
Ayuk wants to be a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Okay, you could tell it. It's in the cut of his cloth. It's in how he handles himself. It's how he moves around the building. You could tell it. Okay. He made a great point this year. He got 1,000 yards being the fourth option on a run first team, right?
incredible.
So that's saying a lot, but
Incredible.
that's not enough to get him to the Hall of Fame. So
We
I'm more
have
worried
some really
that
good news.
the money
real
doesn't
quick.
hold up. I'm worried that the money doesn't really mean anything. It's more about where can I get the opportunity to put stuff on tape that guarantees me undeniably that golden jacket. And that's what's scary to me because we can't throw money at that necessarily. We have to change either personnel or system, kind of.
And
Because
Brandon
one of the
Ayuk
best
just
ways
is
to,
so good. He does. This is the
yeah,
place for him.
and the best way to really do that is to have somebody who can get the ball down the field, in, around, or past the safeties. You know what I mean? Because he can get separation, he can get open. So if you can get him down the field to where maybe he only has to make one man miss, then he will be able to get the opportunities to make all those highlight reels. Because in this system where the ball is spread around so much, and they're not really long passes, so you have to work for a lot of extra yardage. And if you can get the air yards increased by double, that makes essentially less work that you have to do on the back end to gain those yards to get that 1,000-yard season. But if you can still do that, that'll just make you even better. So I think there's issues with him staying and like, I guess you could feed him the ball over and over again, but then why would you have Debo on this team? Why would you have like other guys? There's no sense in paying other guys if you're just going to throw the ball to Brandon Ayuk all the time so he could become a Hall of Famer. So that's what I'm saying. Like you could change like quarterback, you could change the system, but for some reason I don't see us matching up when it comes to being where he wants to stay next.
Could be. What
I
were you
agree.
saying, Shay, you
Yeah,
had
Shaw.
some news or something. Shaw, you had some news.
Yeah, so just some good news. David Lombardi just said that George Kittle um, was out at practice and he's moving well. So
Good.
that's great news.
You're
Is
your
he is
health.
he playing? Is he playing week 1?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
you're your healthiest going into week 1
Then you
of
are,
an
yeah.
NFL season. It's basically all downhill from here. You're gonna have owies.
Yeah.
You're gonna have bruises. You're gonna get kicked by a cleat. You're gonna have this. You're gonna have that. You're gonna have personal problems and everything, man. Week 1 really sets a tone. It really sets a pace. And you want everybody on deck, feeling good, setting the precipice. Everybody in the league, 31 other teams, are going to see at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard the what I feel is the premier team collectively, top to bottom, 8 players on the top 100, getting down, getting it, and one, two, or three best play designers in the game, one, two, or three best defenses in the game, getting down and getting it in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, come 1 o'clock. We're this is going to be our advertisement. This is going to be our party. This is going to be our show. We're going to show you why everybody who has football acumen knows that this is the team to beat. And we want everybody on deck. We want everybody healthy, and we want everybody doing what they are supposed to do. I really feel that. I feel that in my guts. I really feel that. Top to bottom, collectively, depth wise, play design, organizationally, this is a really, really, really good team. Not just being a
yeah, I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
Digital creator is a guy I used to work with named Blake. Yeah. He's a good cat. He likes to do outdoor stuff. He also likes to play video games. So if you're looking for somebody who likes outdoor content, here you go. Or if you're looking for someone that does outdoor content, hit Blake up. He's a little over 200 subscribers at this moment, maybe more than just a little over, but I don't think he's hit 3 yet. But appreciate you stopping in, Blake. Always, sir.
What's up, Blake?
He's always a hard worker.
Yeah, man, good to see you.
Oh, this is a good. Are we going to start
Second.
slow until Steve Wilkes can settle in? Slow starts cost us the first seed. I could see where we might have some issues like that. Like, remember we saw D'Amico Ryans have a little bit of issues his first game, and then I think it was like halfway through the second game, he was like perfect at making corrections and whatnot. Like he was just on the money. So there could be something like that where the first game he's like, I don't know what to do.
It's a feeling out period, James. It's like a good heavyweight bout, man. You got to feel them out a little bit. You want to feel their strength. You want to feel how they want to go, their game plan. You're gonna feel it out, and it might be a couple of slips here and there, or it might be a blown coverage here and there. Just don't hit the panic button. This is all par for the course. It's not just the first game. It's probably going to be lingering into the second game. We just got to figure out how we're gonna attack it, how we're gonna stretch our necks, and how we're gonna do things. But Steve Wilkes is very, very, very capable, man. He's a good man. He's a good designer. He's a good teacher of what his design is. He blitzes a little bit more than we're going to be used to seeing. You're like, man, I can't believe Fred Warner was in there on the sack. And you're going to see Huff come off the edge. You might even see what we call bandit or pirate blitz. Bandit being the boundary side, pirate being the field side. Sometimes we're going to send a corner A corner's gonna come in there sometimes. He's gonna play around with some things. You're gonna like the gadgets. You're gonna like the
I really
gadgets.
love a nickel blitz.
Oh man, yeah.
I really,
Bring
especially
him
when
off
like
the slot.
when the slot receivers close in on the offensive line, like close with the tight end or whatnot.
Close to the formation, tight to the
So
formation.
they can kind of they can hide behind the linebacker. So the nickel can kind of hide behind the linebacker, and once the ball gets snapped, tackles stand up, and then you can start making that move. You know what I mean, around them, and it's just slick. I always like a good nickel blitz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Pittsburgh's
But
gonna offer.
I think we need a
some
delayed.
opportunities.
We need a delayed Mike blitz, Mike linebacker blitz, because we've got these quarterbacks that cut us right up the middle. We need to just delay blitz to the point where when that C opens up, we set the linebacker right down the middle. So when the quarterback gets scared, sees the waters opening up, the linebacker's already there to meet him in the hole. And he caught side a little bit so he can't see what's going on. You know what I mean? So you get see each other right at the last moment. Quarterback get a little ding ding. Yeah.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see some different stuff this year. You're gonna see some new wrinkles. You're gonna see our standard cover 2, cover 4. You might throw some Nick Fangio in there where it's cover. You go quarter, half, meaning deep corner, deep strong, and half will be covered by the free, which is Gibson. You're gonna see a lot of mix up, man. Steve gambles a little bit. He goes to the casino, we call it. He goes to the casino a little bit. You're gonna see some different stuff. It'll get a little exotic.
Which I'm okay with unless it starts giving us issues. Like look at Talanoa Funga last year.
Yeah.
You know, what was his MO? Like he just gets fixated on that underneath stuff. He's taking the cheese. So I love you, Talanoa, but we gotta you gotta be able to smell the cheese and the trap. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, smell the cheese to get you there, but then do an extra sniff to smell if it's the trap. You know what I mean?
Don't take
Stop.
the cheese.
Look around a little bit. When you see the cheese, look around a little bit. Make sure there's not a trap.
And the absolute worst team that he could have ever played would have been the San Francisco 49ers, because we predicate our whole passing concept on that. The deep middle crosser, crossing the face. And it's just human nature, man. You see somebody crossing your face and you see that quarterback looking at him, and you just if you want to make a play, you feel like, oh, that's got to be it. But there's somebody creeping behind you, and you just, oh no, I took it, and it's 88 out the gate. It's over your head, and that comes with discipline. That comes with some film study. It'll happen.
You know the easiest way to throw a man on his face?
How?
Lock up with him, push him back 3 steps, and he's going to get pissed off, and he's going to want to push you back 3 steps. The moment he engages and gives that push, you just drop him down, just flap his arms down wherever his head is going, he's going, and go right down to the ground. Yeah, it's one of the easiest ways to throw a man to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Oh man,
it works. So it's a principle and a law, and those are hard to be broken. It's not a hypothetical. Wherever the head goes, the body will follow, and
it's totally true.
And it's the same thing in defense. When they cross your face, you just look. If a pretty girl comes and walks across your face, you can be as disciplined as you possibly can be, have all the sunglasses you want, but fellas, y'all gonna look. And ladies, if you're in the chat, if an attractive man comes and crosses your face, y'all gonna take a look. You look. It's the same principle. You get distracted, but the devil is in distraction.
Yeah,
you got that right.
Well, it's also like distractions how do you get distracted? If you get complacent in certain things, then you could think you can just start looking around, smelling the flowers. There's lots of, that's why like quarterbacks have to go back and go with their quarterback coaches in the off season, because they get complacent, they get off track, and they have to get back to doing it the right way again by the beginning of the season. And they slowly go off of whack a little bit by little bit in their own little ways. You know what I mean? Depending on how they're lazy about things, because certain ways you do things, you like to take shortcuts in certain ways. Just depending on your own you know what I mean? So that's what they have to, you have to get back. Oh yeah, I got to keep my elbow out here more instead of tucking it in here, because so it's those things, get the elbow out there. I want to be lazy, keep it close to my side. I feel more protected here, but guess what? It's not good for my throw. Out here I get more
torque.
Torque.
Yeah.
So it's all that type of stuff. Fundamentals.
We go back to the fundamentals all the time. Usually when you're out of sorts, just go back to the fundamentals. What got you here? What, mastering the fundamentals and ingraining them to where it will feel uncomfortable if you ever get off of them. That's also, when you're there.
Why do you think Nick Bosa is so good? Is it because he trains his weights? No, it's because on the sideline, he's doing his move over and over and over and over and over again. The man knows how to do it in his sleep. That doesn't matter.
It'll feel weird to him to do it out of any other kind of way. It won't feel right. That's how you really master the craft. When it feels wrong, if you do it wrong, that's when you know you're there. That's when you
or when you do it and you immediately know that feels wrong. So that obviously I didn't do it right because it feels wrong. You know what I mean? It's like it's just that precision of just doing it over and over. And that's why he continuously trains the same move, because he's trying to lock it in so it feels the same way. Okay, it's like flipping a coin over and over and over again, trying to get a certain percentage. You know what I mean? He's just trying to make sure he gets synced up and ready to go. When I wrestled, like you prepare on a smaller mat, so I wouldn't like be out there actually wrestling somebody. I would just pretend that I was, and I would like warm up like this close to my body. But to me, that was pummeling a regular person. It was just getting my arms warmed up to doing that exact same motion. So when it was time, my arms were used to doing that exact same thing over and over again. And the senses were there, because when you pummel, there's certain points in time where you want to jerk somebody, and that's how you get them to move off their base, and essentially you can take a shot or toss them to the mat. So I would just pummel, get to the right spot, jerk. You know what I mean? You're getting your timing down, and you try to keep it so they don't know how many times until you do it again. You know what I mean? So you don't want to because pummeling, you kind of just do the same thing. It's alternated hugging, essentially what it looks like, alternating hugging. And if every time you go to the right and you try a move, well, that's just going to be some reason for them to put you on your head, because they know exactly what's going on.
You're predictable. You don't want to be predictable.
Yeah.
Never predictable.
What up, Bashar? We got Bashar in the house.
Bashar,
he says finally.
What's up, homie?
That's another lucky one. Homie? Man, Bashar,
hell yeah.
That dude's like Ferris Bueller, man. Thank you, Tara, for breaking the news to me. Thank you, my man, for being there for me to break the news to you, my guy. Yes, 122.5 million guaranteed. Nicholas John Bosa will be in the house. We're going to be ready week 1. He might be on a little bit of a pitch count, but hey, just third and long, baby. I come to you for 2 sacks a game. I just need you to get them 2, baby. Hey, earn your keep, as they say on Yellowstone in the cowboy movies. You're here for one reason, son. Let's get to that passer. And if you need to get stout on the run, he's got that too, man. Nobody's got bigger thighs and a bigger base. And I'm talking to a wrestler. You know the deal.
What's your thoughts on how often they use him in this upcoming game?
I kind of think they're gonna situationally put him in there to run him up, That's usually how it's done. But again, we're talking
Crucial
about
third down
Nicholas
and
John.
longs.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Oh, yeah, that's the guy you want on the field. But we're talking about Nicholas John Bosa too, so he comes in shape, so he might get a little bit more on the other side of that. But normally, when we sign a late preseason uh, holdout or a late big sign, we just kind of want to run them up a little bit and just make sure, hey, we don't want to put too many miles on the new Ferrari yet. Let's just send him to what he wants to do, how he wants to do it, in his most advantageous situations. So I think that's the way they're gonna go with it. It would surprise me if he just
Which is
straight up starts.
which
You
is
know.
different, how we dealt with McCaffrey with the midseason trade, because McCaffrey had obviously already been playing in games, had his
He's been playing.
calluses up and ready to go. His only limitation was how much he could learn in that amount of time. This is more like we need to make sure he's doing good and he'll be okay in the game, because there is a callus. There is a callus.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah. And I
those
I, I
first
don't want
couple
to
of days of pads is
no
a little
soft
rough,
tissue.
and then
Yeah.
and that's
And
the
as
other thing.
as a wrestler, when you throw a man real quick and jerk, it's adductor,
It can throw other
it's
things out of whack.
abdomen, yeah, it's just little owies. You get dang, that hurt my back. It's a little different.
Especially on the line, because with what you're doing, you're like, if like he's trying to get the offensive linemen's and hands up out of the way, he's extended up. He's not on with his hips underneath him, essentially, as not hunched over, but knees bent, right? So it's going to put you up and over, probably over your center,
Yeah,
because you're leaning forward, trying to get the hands out to keep them away from you or get into your body. So you're probably leaning in. You make any side turns off of that, and it's risky there, because all your weight is up. It's over in front of you. You know what I mean? You turn from a side without your feet and your hips going that way, and you've got another heavy human being attached to you who is directing their body a different way, or you know what I mean? So there's a lot going on there.
And he's going to be facing I think their right tackle is the kid out of Georgia, who's a pretty good kid. He was drafted really, really high, first rounder. I'm forgetting his name. I could look it up right now, but he's from Georgia. He's projected to be pretty good. But hey, you gonna put the moves on the little rookie. Welcome him to the National
to the
Football League.
NFL.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna be having a hard time with him.
He is a rookie.
I can't wait to hear that welcome to the NFL moment where he's like, yeah, first game in league, I got to go up against Nick Bosa, defensive player of the year, the highest.
He should be having 5 sacks in that game now.
He had been in practice for 2 days in the week, comes out and he just spanks me.
And he swam moved me, and then he did something else. And then he said, "Where did he go?" I said, "Where did who go?"
Nick
I swear he ran
Bosa.
around me 3 times before he sacked the quarterback.
Yeah, that's
So he should be having. So he should be having 5 sacks against the quarterback on Pittsburgh there, week 1 with a rookie.
He's a rookie. He is.
Well,
He is.
we'll see.
Everybody's fixating on, oh man, Pittsburgh's got a fast receiver. Oh, they got a tough receiver. Oh, they got this guy. They got that guy. I let me see this offensive line. Let me see who you got out there. Let me see who you got. Who's your best guy? I went to PFF. They're ranked, I think it is 12th. They got 4 coming back, maybe 3 or 4 coming back, and they got a big old rookie that they're gonna put out there week 1. Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm telling you, they're gonna hit us with deuces. I've been yelling to the rafters about this. They're gonna double our tackles, and they're gonna just transfer off to the linebackers. They're gonna be up in our guts all game long with Najee and any other running back they got. It's just gonna be, and then the moment we sell out to stop that, they're gonna hit us on the sides with their talented wide receivers, which they always have. It's like no matter what. Oh, you
Pittsburgh.
don't want to pay a guy?
Master
I don't want to
with
pay a
that.
guy.
They-
No problem. We got other guys just like you or just about to be, and we're going to draft another guy late that no one ever heard of, and we're going to turn him into an amazing wide receiver. So
totally
that's
have
what
to
I'm
agree,
scared
bro.
about.
They are the wide receiver U of the NFL. If
Yep.
Well,
those guys, I don't know who is recruiting wide receivers for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I would just follow him around and snake anybody that they're
Well,
looking at. They just
is it
find them.
recruiting or coaching or a combination of both? Like a great combination of both.
It's got to be.
It's
It's got to
both,
be
probably
both.
be both.
They keep getting
Both.
them.
It's got to be
They
both.
keep getting,
Yeah.
and we're their equivalent on linebacker. We find linebacker just falling off the truck. We
Yeah.
just, I got Jalen Graham.
You'd-
Good Lord, he could start.
You'd
for
have to have an
31
amazing
other
coach
teams.
for it not to be both. You'd have to have
Yeah.
one amazing coach for it not to be
Yeah.
both. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
It
they
could
get
be just the
best
coach, but I'm just saying it'd have to be one amazing coach.
They get
Almost
'em.
like, hey, Bobby
They
Turner.
get
They
'em.
got their wide receiver, Bobby Turner. Let's just say that. He finds them and he trains them.
Yes, sir.
Coaches.
And whoever the scout is, man, a tip of the cat to you in Pittsburgh, a tip of the cat to the one recruiting linebackers in San Francisco. It's other teams that have. I think Philly does a really good job with offensive linemen. Tip of the cap to you. Some people just that this is what we do. We get guys. We just like to have fines. We get all pros. We just do it. And when it's perennial, consistently coming back year after year after year, you got to go top down on it, man. The scouting department, the coaching staff, the assistants, the assistant to the assistant, quality control, teaching, and everything. It's got to be something there with these particular positions. They do well. They do.
They can't block everybody for the 49ers though. Somebody's gonna be open and get in that middle and sack the quarterback.
The signing of Javon Hargrave will pay off.
This is Javon's test right here. This is his test because if he can cut
him
the double teams, if he can cut through those double teams on the deuces, I mean, they'll have to stop running it because he'll be free right with the running back right in front of him. And it'll put a stop to it. Or Eric Armstead shows why he's the freak.
Earn his loot.
Yeah.
Earn your loot. That $17 million you're getting. I was a little skeptical about bringing you back as well as Jamon Kinlaw. I did not like what I saw, but everybody says, hey, you're man of the year and you're this and you're that. Earn your keep. Command a double team. If a defensive tackle does not command a double team and hold the LOS, he hasn't got to be a big stat guy, but command the double team. We have the most talented collective group of linebackers in the business, and they can fill holes. I put my stake on Fred Warner. I put my stake on Dre Greenlaw. I put my stake on Jalen Graham or an Oren Burks. They will do what they're supposed to do, but you gotta keep them off me. I played linebacker in
not just that.
high school and college. Just please keep big uglies off me. I'm gonna do what I do.
On passing downs,
Hell yeah.
Your defensive tackles command a double team. You either have to double one and put a running back on the other, or you double one, let the other one be one-on-one, which is not a good thing. And with our defense, like you got Eric Armstead, he commands a double team. Javon Hargrave demands a double team. Bosa demands a double team. That's 6 people to cover 3. And we got another defensive end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake.
So you have to make
Jake Jackson.
I like Cleveland Furrow, Richmond, Virginia,
across
LC Bird High School.
Yes.
I think they're all capable, man. You have to earn the right for the pass rush. Let's shut them down on first and second. Let's put them in third and 4 and longer. And let's
my hot
see.
take for this game was Cleveland was going to get 2 sacks. I was like, that's my hot take. Nice. Cleveland's going to get 2 sacks.
That'd be real nice.
He's now with the Niners. You don't got the Raiders trying to spoil him. You know what I mean? As far as not having him do what he's meant to do and just rush the quarterback. And I think that
and Ryan, the point you
something
brought
that
up
he
about
needs.
coaching,
Yeah.
he's now got Chris Kocurek as his coach.
Yeah.
You're gonna see he should be the best of Cleveland Farrell he
Yeah.
possibly can be. And
I feel this
like
first game, I feel this first game, it's like his grand reopening.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Like I'm showing the new version of myself. That other one, that wasn't me. I wasn't in the best situations. I could have probably done better to make it better, but it still wasn't, but now I got people who believe in me. We got a great plan. I'm all in because you could tell that man is all in. That man is all in. Like, he's like, oh, we already won this already. Because, like, I understand this is all I need to do. This is perfect. This is exactly what I do. Why did the Raiders have me do this? You mean we could just be smart? We don't have to be dumb. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't go there.
Yeah.
I ain't go there, y'all. That was right.
Yeah.
but
No,
you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
But I think I'm gonna cut it short. Well, it's not really short, but I'm gonna go out. I got some things to do. I'm gonna go try and get this wireless controller so I can actually play this game live for people.
Oh, wow.
We can.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I got me a. Oh, check it out because
You be on Horror Show tonight, right?
You could download the same game and we can go head to head. Yeah. So there's going to be aspects too. So people, watching the show can, hit me up, give me their info, and I'll bring them in, and we can essentially set up the game live on the stream. So, yeah.
That would be awesome.
Terradome, you got a show tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern
Yes,
time.
sir. Guess what I'm talking about?
Is it
Nick Bosa?
Yes. That'll be the topic du jour. And then my wife and I, hopefully she comes with me. We'll be traveling up to Pittsburgh, and I will see a lot of y'all up in Pittsburgh for a really nice homecoming. It's black and gold up there, but it'll be red and gold after Sunday.
Are you going to do a vlog?
I might.
Are you going to do a little vlog?
I haven't done a something on my phone yet, or I'm gonna take the laptop and stuff with me, man, and just see what I can do, what I can get into. I want to eat a Ben Roethlisberger burger. I hear that's the burger du jour in Pittsburgh. And hey, man, we're gonna chop it up.
If you're gonna vlog, look for a lav mic. Look for the ones that has the auxiliary jack so you can plug it in your phone. Do you have an iPhone?
Yes. I got the adapter too. The adapter.
Well, they got ones. Okay, so they got ones where I think that'll plug into the thing, but you can have two mics and they clip on, and you just charge up the mics and the little adapter, and you can plug it in your phone, so then you can get more local sound. So if you're talking to somebody, you can just put the thing in front of their face and have one on you, so you're not just using your phone speaker that's going to pick up everything and sound obnoxious.
Yeah, I don't want
you know what I mean? So look into that if you're interested in doing that. That'll make it better quality. You know what I mean? Either that or just at least take video or something, and then you can talk over it later. You know what I mean? But
yeah, drop me something in the DMs. Let me know what I'm looking for, and I'll try to pick it on up. And man, let's have we done signed Nicholas John Bosa, y'all. We're ready.
Woo!
Hey, be safe out there, and go Niners, and like always, F those Rams.
You heard it here, folks.
Now
we do it as only he can be.